Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to military personnel, law enforcement personnel. Shout out to the AC technicians. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to, I don't know what your job description is, but whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That makes you a good person, genuinely. Shout out to you. Here we are on a beautiful Friday morning, and we must say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Give thanks. Yep, we made it through another week, man. Unstoppable Josh, welcome. Thank you for being here. Big up yourself and all these things. Listen up, I'm feeling good this morning. I don't know, I got some good sleep. I feel pretty good. Hope all is feeling well out there. Let me shout out some people this morning because we're starting off early and we're not in a rush. So we can shout out some people, don't it? Before we get started. Mr. Article Dan, first one in the building this morning. No? Let me see who was the first one in the building this morning. Yes. Mr. Article Dan, first one in the building this morning. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Missy Brom is in the building. Wayne Nathan is here as well. Kai Tai Jai Empress is here. Miss Goldie Robinson, big up yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sharon Spence is here. Lisa Watkins is in the building. King Biggs, morning fam. Bunches, Lisa Watkins. Perlis123. Karen Notice says good morning. SouFLo and the family and everyone tuning in. Enough blessings to all. Senior Sexy is in the building this morning. Naturally Yours is also here all the way from the UK. Sarah Caliente is in the building. Sarah, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Hope all is well. Lady J is in the building this morning. Sharon Ingram, Brick House, is in the, you change back the name. All right. Sharon Ingram, Brick House, is in the building this morning. I wonder if she built like a brick house for real. I don't know. She's a brick house. It took me years to figure out that that's what that man, that's what the man did I say in the song. Donna Davis is in the building with us this morning. Morning, Donna, big up yourself. Miss Brown, Missy Brown Branches, and King Biggs. King Biggs says, love the earlier start. Boy, yeah, I'm up and out to do it. The earlier start workout for a lot of people. But as you can see, it works out for more people when I go later. You know what? I'm in here without my tea. No, I can't do that. Sorry, no, I forgot. Give me a minute. I have this comedy skit I'm about to share with you before we get started, but no, I didn't. My tea there right there, so. All right. I find it. Oh. I mean, I have nothing. There's nothing in my cup this morning but some warm water and a freshly squeezed lime in it. That's it. Consuming these things, trying to stay healthy, you know. Because as you get up in an age, you know, you have to start take care of yourself because you pop down fast, you know. You turn off the stove. Mr. Brown said, me turn off the stove. Lord have mercy. The amount of time I left at the stove there on only to hear, you burn down the house. So, you know what? No, seriously, let me go check. God no. Yo, I don't think. What are they? Let me make sure. Okay. Rotted. No, the stove was off for real. The stove was off, but thank you. Because you have asked me before, you turn off the stove. I said, no man, the stove good, everything good. And then like 15 minutes later, I'm like, I'm in here doing the live and I can't smell it. And the kitchen is far from this room. But I can't smell it. So I'm like, oh, what smell so? But me not nothing. What smell so? And next thing me hear is, you abandoned the house. Why you keep on and leave the stove on? Jaja. Hey, We starting off with a skit this morning from a brother one named Brother Bintu. I want you to watch that skit here. The skit is funny. It might be triggering to some people, but we take serious thing, make joke, and we laugh about life, right? Right. I call this skit getting bun skit, but this man is just oblivious. I can't ask these men in here if you've ever been like this, but watch. It's a good laugh for the Friday morning to start out the Friday morning. See it? So pay attention. Pull up a card here real quick. All right. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. Here we go.
Hello, baby. Yes, babe. How are you? Let me put the phone on speaker.
Okay.
I miss you.
Babe.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm going to the market.
You want to cook soup?
Cook soup.
Please switch the WhatsApp call to video call. I like to see your face.
No, I can't. I can't switch to it.
What sound is that? Are you running?
Are you running?
I can't switch to video.
Take it easy, don't fall down. Easy, tiger. Easy.
Call me back.
I'll call you back. I will shock you. My baby is running. My baby. My baby, my baby. My baby is running. I don't know why it's going on.
What is that sound? Is that your slippers? Are you running? Oh, call me back. My baby, baby, don't fall down. Easy, tiger, easy. Yo, I have to play this one more time. I'm sorry, but yo, brother, hello, baby.
How are you? Let me put the phone on speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm head.
I miss you.
Babe.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm going to the market.
You want to cook soup?
Cook soup.
Please switch the WhatsApp call to video call. I like to see your face.
No, I can't. I can't switch to it.
What sound is that? Are you running?
I can't switch to video.
Take it easy, don't fall down. Easy, tiger. Easy.
Call me back.
I'll call you back. I will shock you. My baby is running.
My baby is running.
My baby.
Lord
My baby, my baby. My baby is running.
Why said my baby, my baby. My baby is running. What is that sound? Oh, you're going to the market. You're going to make rice and peas for SouFLo. Oh, my baby. Baby, don't worry. Don't hurry yourself. No, slow down. What is that sound? My baby is running. My baby, my baby. Lord have mercy.
I don't know why.
Hey, the brother named Brother Bintu. Catch him on Instagram. He's funny as ever. She running. King Biggs. King Biggs said she running from Bacchus. Yeah, she said, oh, call me back. Hearing my beggar about, put the phone on speaker now. I want to see my baby. Oh, I can't do that right now. Oh, my baby is running. Baby, slow down. Easy, tiger, easy. Oh God, my baby, my baby. Yo, Bunna kill the man and the man not even care. Hey, you know what the message is in that? The message is, no matter how bad life gets, just keep on finding a reason to laugh and smile. Not true? No matter how bad life get, find a reason to laugh and smile. Cause ain't no way you don't know you getting bun right there. Yeah, beg her to put. You shouldn't have to beg your woman to put the phone on on FaceTime so you can see. Oh, put it on video now. I want to see my baby face. My baby, my baby, my baby. Oh, what is that sound? What is that sound? Is that your slippers? Oh, you're running. Lord God. God go with them. All right. So we got so much to talk about this morning, man. And I'm going to be all over the place because it's the end of the week. And we're going to talk about some things that we talked about during the week. And then some things were new and all these things. Phillip Paulwell's daughter, she and her mom, my baby, let me get off that. Phillip Paulwell's daughter and her mom, they're still missing. The 10-month-old baby girl and her mother, who is the baby mother of high-ranking politician Phillip Paulwell, they are still missing. Just an update, they haven't been found. So, and you know what? I hate to say this, but I don't think they'll ever be found. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think they will ever be found. Yeah. It's sad. The reality, you know? I'm sure her family don't want to hear me say this, but they've been missing for quite some time now. Right? I think they went missing on the 9th, was it? Sometime around this, but they've been missing for some time now, and they still have not been found. And this is somebody who has resources, because they said all law enforcement personnel, to include FBI and all these people, are getting involved, are on top of it. I don't think they will ever be found. It's sad. And I think this story goes way deeper. And I think the answer is right in front of us. I'm speaking between the lines. Y'all can read what I'm saying. I can't say it out loud. But I think the answer to who did this or who is involved with this is right before us. But we can't see it. And I think they will never be found. And I also have my theory of what I think happened then. The more time is going by, but it's just a sad situation. That baby never asked for any of that. 2 grown people were doing their thing. And they ended up producing a child. You know, it's every child is a blessing. I always question that thought, that theory too. Every child is a blessing. Somebody say, yeah, every child is a blessing. Every child was chosen by God. I'm gonna say, I'm not one of those people who you can just pull the God cloak over my eyes and the Bible verses and then I'm blinded. I work with all those things too, but I still have intelligence and I still question stuff. If every child is a blessing, right? Why would children come illegitimately? Why would children come through bun for bun situation? Why would children come through rape and incest? Why would children, especially the rape and incest part, why would children come through that? If every child was a blessing, the powers should have locked off that avenue for them to come true. Not true? God shouldn't have made it so that one time a man raped a woman, it was impossible to get her pregnant. Why would a child be a blessing that came through rape? Me can't figure that out. And I don't want anybody out there who came through rape to be like, damn, he's saying I'm a nobody and I don't deserve to be here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying me as a person, I'm questioning life and questioning how the universe works and this God and all these things. Putting it together, it don't make no sense to me. That 10-month-old little girl, she didn't ask for that, man. You know, she was just being a 10-month-old baby. She gets snatched up, she's out of there, and that's that for her. It's sad. It's sad. All the money involved, $500,000 reward. The persons, like people like Phillip Paulwell and them could afford to put that to $1 million, $2 million for the reward money. But I don't think any of that's gonna find them anyways, because they weren't meant to be found again. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, fam, and to all
big
listeners.
And bright. Thank you. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. It's strange. I just heard you hit a topic that I was having a conversation with yesterday, and immediately I rang, and I'm glad that I have gotten through. Okay, you were saying if every kid is a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm not so big on this thing that they tell you God do this and God do that. But sometimes they do happen in strange ways, weirdly. So we were speaking about like many women who got abused. Okay, as you know, we're Jamaican, so we mostly have a lot of those things happening in the family, and they kept it quiet. So this family friend of ours, she got her richness via her uncle raped her. Okay.
Wait. She got her what?
She got her richness via her uncle's raper.
Am I the one? I'm not understanding that word. She got her what? Her
richness, her wealth. Wealth would be too much of a strong word, but she.
Oh, her riches. You said her rich.
She came. No, that's what I'm saying. Just follow what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
I don't believe in people. If things were a blessing, you should have to go through bad experience, right? I'm with you, right? So I'm just saying how strange things can happen from bad things that it turns out to be good.
Yeah.
So this lady, she got raped by her uncle. And he was sexually abusing her, incesting her all the times. And her family would say she's lying. And they said she's wicked and she wants to pass disgrace on the family. So this was in Jamaica.
The family turned against her.
Yeah, the family turned against her and the neighbors. She had no one with her, well, except for God. Because it's strange that we would say that it's all that God would be for her during that time. Because the question is, then why would God allow that?
Right.
Isn't it? So you're on the same part that I'm on,
I'm following
which we will never get answers for. So a lady from England was visiting in the area and saw the abuse of what was happening. And they were throwing her out and saying like she's the devil. And these people were supposed to be people attending church. And they're saying she's demon and she wants to create disgrace on the family and she must stop lying on her uncle. So they said, we don't want you back. So they outcast her and tell her to go find somewhere else. So this lady from England saw what was happening. And during that time, you could just take a child to England like that, So, not like all this proper documentation you have to do.
Yeah, back then it was easier.
Safety and all of that. Yes, safeguarding. So she took her back to England. Weren't aware she was pregnant. So the lady had her house. She was really doing well. Her husband passed on and left her wealth. But she was also an occupational lady. So she had a good pension. She had a lot was going for her. So the girl gave birth and she wasn't that, interested in the child. And the woman grew the child. And eventually, she didn't want to have nothing to do with the child, the boy. And she got married and she had 4 other kids. And the 4 other kids, she didn't show the boy so much love. He had grown and he started traveling from he was 16.
This is the boy she had for the uncle.
This is the boy she had by her uncle raped her.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah, or incesting her or whatever, because it wasn't a one-off rape. He was always sexually molesting her. So, yeah. So this boy now, when he got to be 15, 16, he decided he's not going to hang around and he started to travel the world. And he never really speaks about this child. It's someone that I know. She never speaks about this child, not very much. She always speaks about the 4 that she got through wedding, because, it's like back in those days when people getting married and the children, they used to call them the bastard when they out of marriage.
Right. Bastard babies.
Yeah, back in those days, yeah. So she doesn't speak about that boy, and of course, it's not something easy to. He would be someone easy to speak about or be proud of.
Right.
So back to this as well, as we would say, how would God allow someone to get pregnant and all of this? So eventually, the lady passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the lady left her everything. And we were saying, oh my God, look at that now. Because if that man never abused her, what would she have been in Jamaica? Because their circumstances, the family, the circumstances was, unfortunate.
Right.
So she got wealth by the woman.
The woman that rescued her.
Yes.
Right.
And then the son who she was proud of, he went away and he eloped and accumulates so much wealth of being involved in different things, opening his own business. And the 4 kids that she speaks about and that you were so proud about in the marriage, they didn't do as well. And now that child is looking after this woman. And she was breaking down and saying, oh, she didn't want him. But anyway, she eventually, before at one stage, she had to go look about something in Jamaica. And she took the child. And that child was the splitting image of that uncle. Right? So it's a family friend who is people who she knew, what was that people. One person told her what was happening, right? And she passed there with the child. And everybody saw that the child was looking so much like that uncle. And they were confused. And he kept on saying, I never touched that girl. Right? Then and he sticked it out, and she came back to England, and then the girl informed her again, this lady informed her again that he died, and upon his dying, that was when he confessed that he was molesting the girl.
Wow.
Right? So now he died. Just this is like maybe 2 years.
Now your phone breaking up, and now we can't hear this part of the story.
Oh gosh! And you know what? I don't move. I think
no, you sound good. You sound good now.
Like that.
You sound good. You sound good. Keep going. It was just a moment.
Okay. Yeah. So now about 2 years ago, she didn't tell the boy what was going on. And then he said he wanted to know his father regardless of what. But it was too late when he decided to go to know him. He passed on. But he confessed that he was molesting her. So if you get the scenario of what I'm saying, sometimes we never understand
the blessings that are going to come out of a tragedy.
It's going to turn out. Sorry?
The blessings that can come out of a tragedy.
Yes, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's weird because I know of people who really, a few people have bad experience and could turn out of that bad experience.
I'm gonna slip down your story for the audience because they're waiting for it, but I'm gonna give them the compressed version. But you're right.
Okay.
You're right. Right.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We will never get the answer though, isn't it? It's weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, we're only human, so we ask questions, right? Because we seek to understand.
We're supposed to.
Right.
Yeah, we're supposed to, but we're never gonna get the answer as to why something bad has to happen for us, and we ended up getting the wealth. I guess it's teaching others a lesson. There are lessons in it as well.
All right.
Know?
Well,
anyway, thanks for your time with doing your program, and at least sometimes we have something to listen to and that we can learn from and engage with. So social media, people would say it's a bad thing, but it's so much of a blessing if you do positive things with it.
Right. Absolutely.
So
I appreciate your
All
family,
right.
and thank you. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for bringing that up. All right.
Okay, now. Bye
Bless
now.
up. Bye-bye. Some of the some of them have no behavior, you know. So so some of them need detention. Some of them need a timeout, my brother. Yo, I'll kick Biggs in there and talk about the twanging. I watch. But our 10-minute story this time we just let me tell you what the hawk sent. Mr. Bram said the hawk sent. And the accent is the hawk sent. So this is what she has said, basically. Let me slip it down in about 2 minutes. I asked the question, right? I said, if God is working, then why God didn't just make when rapes happen that the woman cannot get pregnant, right? Because we have this saying that every child is a blessing, but how is every child a blessing when some children come through some crazy circumstances that cause other people pain and it's lifetime pain. Rape victims never forget that they were raped, especially the ones who had to carry a baby for 9 months and deliver it from that rape there. So it's an impact on their life that's negative. She basically is giving a story about a young lady who was in Jamaica. Her parents left her gone, and she was around other family members, and there was an uncle that was raping her constantly, right? Sexually molesting her, whatever. So a lady flying from England and saw her, and the lady realized what was going on. So the lady decided to take her back to the UK. This was a time when you didn't really need to do all the fancy paperwork immigration requires today, right? So it was easier if you were Jamaican or most Caribbean islands, you would fly into the UK. That way, she took her there. And over the course of time, that lady who took her was a lady who was already wealthy, and she accumulated a certain amount of wealth. She took sick down the road. She ended up passing away. She left everything to this young lady that she took from Jamaica. The lady had a child for her uncle. When she took her to England, she didn't realize that the child was pregnant when she was going. But, she ended up having the baby in England anyways. She was ashamed of that child. She would travel all the time and leave the child behind. She would hide the child from people and all that. She ended up having 4 more kids, so she had 5. And that one child she got as a product of the rape, she never really boast about the child and show off the picnic. Come, let me show you my son and these things. She kind of hide him. And he himself ended up leaving home at a young age and going off into the world, marrying, putting his life together, and being very successful, amassing another good amount of wealth. So he turned out rich and wealthy and okay. And his mom ended up inheriting all that wealth from the lady who rescued her. So basically what she had tried to say was how bad things happen and then good things come out of the bad things that happen. And this is how God works. And sometimes you just can't question it because we will never get the answer. That's basically what she was saying. Just she take the long way. She a Jamaican. Me not care which part she there, England or wherever she is, where she is twanging. She's definitely a Jamaican. Cause so Jamaican people give yes, hey, you can tell me how to find the closest grocery store, and they will don't ever do that when you're in the rural parts of Jamaica. Cause you go here, you go straight down, so yeah, and then you go see one big ackee tree. Ackee season now, so you can't miss the tree. Load up. I say load up, Nobody look for the little one, them, Cause you have some little ackee tree on the way, and them they might have 1 and 2 ackee sparse, But wait till you reach a big, you can't miss it. Big ackee tree on the left, you bust the left, right, that's up. All right. When you bust the right, that's up, you're going to see a big yellow and pink house. If you don't see the yellow and pink house, you turn right too early. Go back down the road now, find the yellow and pink house, boom, some bam, so. West part, you see the big ackee tree, and just go straight and go straight down, so. You see when you go straight down, so, a man there on the corner where I sell coconut and sugar cane. Yeah. Him, right, you see him, right after him stall, you have a left turn and a right turn. I think it's a roundabout. Don't go all the way around the roundabout. You will end up and go back the way where you just come from. When you're going at the roundabout now, just bust the first, second Yeah, and go straight ahead, so, and just keep on. I saw Jamaica. That's all she did. She just took the long route. I don't know. The ancestors live on in her. That's all that was. So big up to the caller. We're just calling. Me don't want me caller them feel intimidated. Me don't want calling a soft flow, you know, cause if me calling them, I gonna laugh after me and them I gonna say stuff about me and you know. I hope she understands. I just so we stay. We are jovial people, or we try to be jovial people. I laugh, I make people laugh too, right? I need to find the shop. Well, here we Wall a straight here, so I say go right all the way down till you see the big ackee tree. One cane piece did it too. Yeah, but too much cane not in the cane piece. But if you look good, you will see the cane them pan your and the angle place where cane there, you can't miss it. Although it might not enough, you can't miss it. So right there, so just bust a right, so go bumps and bumps and so hold it down straight, go all the way. You want to find the shop? Yo, if you want to find the shop, you better you just drive around till you find a shop here or something. You know, ask for directions when you're there in Jamaica. Matter of fact, nowadays, Jamaica is good because the GPS in Jamaica is super. I'm talking about that GPS that carry me go around place around I want part one time. When me end up there, me say, the GPS still a track. And it come all the way up here, so in the bush. So yeah, Jamaica has changed. You don't have to go listen to nobody tell you about watch out for ackee tree pan left and cane piece pan the right and the man we are sell coconut pan the left. But that's how we give directions though. It's called long-winded. Oh man. But yeah, back to this story, which is a very serious story. I don't think they will ever be found. It's sad that boy, corruption run deep in a Jamaica kind of man. I mean, yeah, corruption run deep everywhere. Somebody is gonna say, "Why you always talk bad about Jamaica about corruption run deep in a Jamaica? Corruption no run deep in a foreign too, eh? Jamaica alone is single. Hey, hi, hello. Jamaica, me I talk about, okay, and I can talk about that. But corruption runs deep in Jamaica, pertaining to the story of how a mother walks out to her gate to go meet somebody and then never to be seen again, along with her child. Weird, right? my baby. Wait there. Missy Brown says, play back the video. Which video, sis? Which video? What you want? My baby. Is that your slippers? Is that your. Wait, what is that sound? Is that my baby? my baby. And Amalia is Mr. Yam Root. You know what I'm saying? Yam head. It is Mr. Yam Root. Me have to play about the my baby. Sita, at request. Here we go. Oh.
Hello, baby. Yes, babe. How are you? Let me put the phone on speaker.
Okay.
I miss you.
Babe.
Where are you?
No, I'm going to the market.
You want to cook soup, Mumu? Please switch the WhatsApp call to video call. I'd like to see your face.
No, I can't switch to you.
What sound is that? Are you running?
I can't switch to video.
Take it easy, don't fall down. Easy, tiger. Easy. I'll call you back. Reset you. My baby is running. My baby. My baby. My baby is running. I don't know how it's going on.
My baby. Your baby left on a stiff backers, brother. And it's not you. My baby. Yo, Mr. Brown, why you do that to me? Now we can't do no serious topic for you, you know. My baby. Jesus Christ, man. Life wicked enough, man. People wicked enough, man. Listen, remember the story about the man who drive the truck? Oh God, brother, if you're still around, I'm glad. If you're still around, I'm glad. I would like to hear from you again. The brother who did call in and a ball. I said, SouFLo. I first time him walk. You see how God work too? Listen, at the first time the man walk in him house, you know, without him firearm, you know. Is a man who carry him license firearm upon him every which part him go. Him drive truck, him depend him truck. When him come off of him truck, him take it off of the truck as he's going in the house. Today he was going to surprise my baby, because he's a over the road truck driver. Why do you think every morning you hear me say, shout out to all the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food. Trust me, there's a method to my madness, and everything you hear me say is connected to something. As somebody when remember, we call and say, SouFLo, come in and big up the truck driver, they make rough out there, you know. That particular guy, he's used to being gone from home for about a week or more at a time. And him did buy him house and him put him woman in there and all these things. I think he said he paid off his house, a $200 and something $1,000 house in Florida. Yeah. He paid it off in no time. Had a nice house. He paid off him house in 5 years or 7 years or something like that. Him say, anyway, him woman did it. When he walks in, because he's telling her that he's on the road, and like, yo, babe, yeah, man, may I pass through Georgia right now, but he's outside. So I did around them anniversary time or something, I try surprise her, and he walks in the house, remember? And the man say she and not one, but two other man, and candle scene set up on the carpet, on the ground, and all these things, candles burning, and your woman in between two man in your house. The man go outside and bawl, okay? Him bawl. Him didn't know who to call, and he called me. And you know, I mean, you feel weird when we get the call, because I'm like, what? Why out of all the people in the world, this man chose to call me? And he might tell me, say, SouFLo, I don't know, but the first time I ever walk in the house without my gun, and I threw me a hurry, figure surprise her, you know? Oh boy, and that's what he walked into. So life can be so wicked to you sometimes, man. You just have to hold up your head, stick your chest out, and keep on going. And always remember, say, you're not the only one that go through stuff. You know what I mean? I say, I think everybody get them bun, and some of we don't know, and some of we know and don't care, and some of we heartbroken over it, and we'll never be the same again. So we abuse other people when we get them, and some of we, you know, and some of we gave it, and some of we took too much of it, and all kind of something. But a life is life. You can't control other people. So when people are ready to do you wicked, that's all they're gonna do is do you wicked. If a human being make up their mind to do you wicked, that's why you have to pray for discernment, you know, man. So you can see certain things ahead. And so you can say, okay, you never play you at a distance. You not deserve my time and energy, because you look like somebody wicked when we do me wicked. But when we don't pray for discernment and we don't have that, or the ability to discern, we always end up finding out when it's too late. Don't? All right. If me did know, that's that's always the answer. All about my baby, my baby, my baby. Oh, wait. What is that? What is that sound? Is that your slippers? The man asked the question and lied to himself same time. Some people don't need to. Some people don't want to know. Them ask the question and lie to themselves same time. That's how much benefit of the doubt some people give you, you know. Me now ask no what is no slippers, and the slippers that sound like to me. Me I say put the phone on speaker now. And if you can't put it on speaker now, 1, 2, 3, okay, there's a problem. Boop, me I hang up. Bye. If I'm too far to get there, it don't make no sense me worry about it, because me can't do nothing to stop it. Them I gonna do what them have to do anyway. He is all the way in another country. He's fine. Go ahead and finish up. And the man that, yeah, oh really? Yeah. In a year things are what was supposed to be your things. I saw it go. It's life. Where is he? Oh, what is that sound? Is that your slippers? She said, yes, I'm going to the market. Oh, my baby is going to the market. I like, oh, you're going to cook fufu and saltfish for your baby. Yes. Yeah, oh, no, oh, don't go too fast, baby. Slow down, tiger. You're naive, Narate. Don't fall down. Don't King Mix. Don't fall down. She down already. She spread out on her hard backers, brother. Don't fall down. My baby. Oh God. And that's the hurtful part, you know. And when your heart and soul in it. Yeah. Kind of somebody where you don't care about. I don't know, frivolous relationship. You walk around singing, my baby. You tell everybody about this is my baby. Boy, the rough out there, you know. People even afraid nowadays to introduce their significant other. Not because them not think that somebody, not because they think somebody is gonna steal them away, but because them no want to get shamed. You know? People people don't want to get shamed nowadays. So yeah, if you look at the picture, you're like, I don't know if I want to put that picture up on my profile. I don't really know. Because I don't know. I don't have no proof say my cheat or nothing, but I don't know. Could that be a dog? Cause look how Simone man do she. Watch that, and she over there, my baby, my baby, my baby, all the damn time. I watch that. Big shame in her, yeah. And also, I now put up your picture. So you wonder why people now put up your picture. It's rough out here. It's treacherous. People are treacherous. God bless good people. And for the people out here thinking say good people are easily replaceable and you can just frig it up the relationship you have with them and you're going to be blessed with many more. The older you get is the more you will realize how scarce actually good people are. Actually, really good people. I'm not talking about people who dress up every day and look nice and they're clean cut and shaved and them clothes nice and clean and them own good things or clean things. You know, I'm not talking about them, the people there. I'm not talking about the people who worship themselves kind of thing. I'm a good person. I'm a very good person. Yeah. A murderer never come up to you and say, I'm a killer. I'm going to kill you one day too. You just find out, right? A thief never come up to you and say, hide your things because I might steal them. You just find out. Like I was around a thief. Not true? So I same thing. Nobody come up to you and say, I'm a dusty ass, dirty ass person, but just be careful of me, okay? No, nobody does that. So yeah, discernment is very important, man, and good people are few and far in between. Real good people, real genuine people, people who them and God know, so them are good people. Them there. So don't go around just acting like people are, you know, like take you, left you, take you, left you, shuffle the deck, don't want you no more, bye, you come, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire. I think the older you get, the smaller your circle becomes. You know, when you're younger, you say, I keep a small circle. But nah, the older you get, your circle really becomes small because your intelligence growing. You really realize, say, yo, most people ain't really too good. Even if them have some good traits and characteristics, they're not good all the way through. You know, somebody will come look for you when you're sick. Somebody will come check on you, see how you doing. Hey, you all right? Yeah, that same person could be somebody who's sleeping with your husband. Every time me did sick, me hear woman said that already, you know, me did sick and me did up on bed rest and she never have nowhere to go. I met the girl staying at my house and she in a spare room for 2 months. And in the 2 months she in there, she end up breed for my husband. But as she did take care of me when me did sick and my husband used to go to work and me weak, me couldn't even get off of the bed. You see what I'm saying? So good and bad in everybody. But the people them will have more good in them than anything and have principles and will not violate certain principles. Them people are very hard to find. Very, very, very hard to find. Very rare. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Morning, family. What going on? You sound so low. I want. Oh, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's me. It's me. We did have a plug into my baby. My baby. Ah, see it there? All right.
But you know not everyone cheat, right?
Yeah, man. I know not everyone cheat. Well, I lie. Everybody cheat in different ways.
No.
In different ways. In different ways, yeah.
Me a real big woman. You see, if me there with a man, and me have to cheat, me not call it cheat because when me there with a man, me there with him, me not cheat.
Same.
You see, if we have something and we say we left or anything go on and him act up and me have to step out, me not tell him. So I've always done that. And maybe I don't tell him the same time. But
well, no, man. Wait, Vicky, I'm making this. No, Vicky, no. Wait. What you mean you don't tell him this? Don't do that. Don't do that. My baby, my baby, my baby. Don't do that.
That's not cheating, right?
What do you mean that's not cheating?
Something.
Hey.
No. Me do me thing. 2 million, right?
No. No, we can't make you get away with that. No. It's cheating. And no, man. But we do we think I might not tell him the same time. No,
I don't cheat that. I'm so good. You say, oh, people are good. I'm so good at that. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, when we have to work, cost, I say,
wait, you talk after. You talk after.
Yes. Wait to vex because I'm not in my mind, so I can't cheat. I'm not in my mind, so I'm going to work because I said, go to my lady. That's it.
Yo.
I get some of your business.
Now, what that's why?
I want to get my boy out in the bed here and now. You could read for two. I said, no, baby. I just call with it vex. I know, I'm sure. Anybody, I will make us again and tell him again. I said, what? Yeah, you know. You don't know. I think I'm so slow.
Bun right through. Bun right through. Later. Yo, she don't have no behavior in about. Hear me, I say. Listen, if me not study her enough, and me not studying her. So yeah, you see what I said though. Oh, she don't. She tell when she's going to do it. And I was in a relationship like that one time. And me used to talk, so me I laugh hard because me can't actually relate. But you don't do it. You don't cheat. You say you're gonna do it, and then you tell later. But you tell later while you know argue, right? And then you ask if you do it for true, and then you say no. Boy, dysfunctional. Me not like them the kind of relationship they at all. Dysfunctional. I was in a relationship one time, right? Tour time. I was in a relationship one time. I mean, end up in a place in time, a space in time where the woman I was with, she decided to say she lock off. She not get nothing. Now, me used to still go get my thing, right? But I mean, I feel like it get to the point where I had to be like prying her legs apart like this. she a whole lot of leg them together, and I'm like, yo, what? I want to know how biology and physiology work, how the human body work. A man might, be up and ready, but any little disappointment go on in the process or any little turn off go on, then things start. So it became that part where me I feel like, come on, man. She's like, no. When it get ugly is when we reach a stage, where she used to just be like, okay, just go ahead and do whatever. Just take it. Hurry up. Me I said, no, me don't want that. I don't want that no more. Right? So me start tell her. I'm used to get dressed, make sure I get a good haircut or everything, put on my clothes, already planned where I was going for the night. And as I was walking out the door, me I tell her, I say, I'll get some front. Yeah. But another word that me use. But I said, I'll get some front. See? And here she know. Yeah, do whatever. Just make sure you use a condom and don't bring me back anything. So me say, wow. So me end up in a open relationship without my consent. Because you are sending me go out there. Matter of fact, she used to tell me, say, go find somebody else. I don't mind. I don't care. Just go find somebody else. I'm not feeling like that towards you. I'm mad. I'm this, I'm that. Go find somebody else. Straight up, she tell me, So when me I go out, me used to tell her. No, the sad part is, let me show you a dysfunctional relationship. The sad part is while you're going out, you're hoping that she says, are you serious? You seriously going to go? Where are you going to do it? Come. I don't want you going to nobody else because you want to feel like you're a person, right? But you know, I know, say you're a person that send you go, told me not even want you, go on, go find somebody else. So I say, okay. And it became a regular thing. Me I go find somebody else, me just tell her, say that me I go do. And it became a regular thing for her to tell me too. Okay, well, just make sure you use protection. Don't bring me back nothing. Can I tell you that the deal, when it all came to realization that I was actually doing stuff, and then I did every time, did I tell you? One piece of balling. What? One piece of balling, I know you're cheating on me. And I'm like, this is weird. We too grown for this. So here what? We have to go cut this. Because I don't want in this. I don't want in nothing when nobody tell me about go on and you not give me none and you tell me if you go look some. I mean, I tell you something we go look some, you know. And you tell me say go on and I don't care. And just make sure say you use condom and don't bring me back nothing. I say, all right, got that part, mommy, I'm gone. And I went. I was find out say I was going. One big sitting, bawling. Oh my God. Like she go crazy, mash up things. Like, man, listen, some people just mad, yeah, man. Mad in them head. Mind games, Mr. Article done. But to show you the level and degree to which they will go pull these. But here what? To how long she wasn't giving me none, in my mind, me already said to myself, say, she'll get somebody else already. She must be to be going that long without it. But now, looking back in hindsight and hashing it out, it wasn't that. A lot of issues. This could be a learning point for a lot of men this morning. You know, if wifey lock off upon you, it's not necessarily because she a gateway. It's not necessarily because it could be a lot of things, you know. And in I wasn't the most favorable person. Let's put it that way. I wasn't the most favorable person. I was on my bully shit. Yeah, I was on my animal shit. Pardon my language, but I wasn't the most favorable person, and it took a toll on her to the point where, you know, she was like, she didn't want to be ramshackled and ransacked. She wanted to be loved and made love to, and all these other things. And I didn't understand that. Come, they just want broke it down and just pop off me back in it when time I feel like it and go about my business and these kind of things. So yeah, it could be a billion different things. Why? You can't sit and talk about it, you don't have to. But when you start sending me go out a road, though, that's a whole different story. Because I'm going. I make you know right now, say I'm going. And it's not hard. Just like how it's not hard for you to find nobody that short front to. It's not hard for me to find nobody need us. So be careful when you send me go a road, because I'm a man where we go. Yeah, sometimes I'm not too righted and I go. Don't forget that. So yeah, that's right there. But yeah, man, wickedness, my baby, my baby, my baby. In that vein, let's talk about this story out of Jamaica. There's a young man. Wait, let me take a phone call here before we go any further. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm listening to your program. Sorry.
Talk to me.
I had my share of disappointment too.
You gave a lot of bun?
No, sorry, I just wake up. That's why my throat sound like that.
Okay.
Okay, here's what. I was in a long distance relationship with somebody. I keep going home very often to see that person. And when I went home to see that person, I saw something strange in their house. So I asked who this belonged to. She said his longtime girlfriend that he broke up with a few years ago. And I said, okay. And I continued to see this thing. So earlier this year, I was there earlier this year, and then I went back sometime in May. So when I went in the house, I saw dirty clothes and I decided to wash. He said, don't wash any clothes. I said, no, I'm gonna wash because, oh God, when I checked the dirty clothes, I saw woman clothes below.
So he put his laundry on top of the on the top, and the woman clothes is under the bottom.
Yes, I saw like dirty clothes. So I said, something else is happening in here. So I checked the dresser.
Lord God.
When I look below, woman clothes is full, SouFLo down there, full with battery rider, all sort of stuff.
G strings and things.
No, there was no panties.
No panties? Well, she was pantyless.
No panties was there. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
Then he happened to came home and I didn't say anything. And we went on the road. While we were on the road, we were talking. And I said, I'm not comfortable. I'm leaving. Every time you come here, you're not comfortable. I said, yeah. When I get to the, when we on the road now, I asked him about it. It's a friend. I said, like, really?
She didn't have any place to pick.
It's a friend who was washing there. I said, your friend's clothes in the bottom drawer? So I said, okay. Okay, we went, I happened to have fly out on like the following day.
Mm-hmm.
He apologized a few days later and said nothing wouldn't happen again and blah, blah, blah. He gave me some excuses. I said, okay.
You took it.
Then so for the biggest disappointment hit me when he calling me and we were talking video call and he said sorry and whatever. So I said, really? Tell me how you feel about me. Are we going to have a relationship still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want you back in my life. People make mistakes, blah, 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 blah. While I'm talking to him,
mm-hmm.
I heard a voice, so I thought it was a TV. You know what he said? I said, is that the TV? He said, no. Then he said something, I'm talking to my wife. When I get to find out, the other woman show up and says, tell me where I stand with you. Tell me where I stand with you.
She show up on the camera?
No, she didn't show up on the camera. He don't make me see the thing. I just hear the voice. But
she was there. She was there with him.
Yes. Like she came in the house.
Jaja. Tell me where I stand with you, my baby.
Listen. He said, I'll call you back. He never called back.
He never called back.
So I sent, no, he didn't call back that time. So I sent a message now to him.
Yeah.
You know what he said? The woman said, the reason why I love you more than her is because you work in voodoo. I said, an educated woman like me work in voodoo. I said, I don't need to work voodoo, so have you? So you know what? Hold your corner.
So you left him?
And of course, he's the one crying now. I don't need him back.
Oh, boy. Well, he have her now. Now let me ask you a question. How long was that long distance relationship for?
3.5 years.
Jesus Christ.
Going to 4.
Long distance?
Because guess what? I'm trying to get him where I'm at. And the process was taking long because of COVID issues and all that. And I was just he's telling me come more often to see me. And
how often did you see him? How often did you see him in the 3.5 years?
3 times per year.
3 times per year. Mm. And usually for like what, a weekend or a week or something?
No, 2 weeks, 18, 21 days.
Oh God. All right. Well, damn. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, is a Caribbean man?
Yes, we're both Caribbean people. I'm Jamaican, he's Jamaican.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to ask if it's a Caribbean man because it could be, somebody from outside of our diaspora and culture because we flex kind of different.
But the other thing is he told me in like about March, let's get married. And I said, when I get to Jamaica in a few months, we'll talk about it.
When you get to Jamaica, that means he's in Jamaica. Did you know?
Yes.
Did you know? If I knew you and you were a friend of mine from them time back, I would tell you don't do it. And I spoke about this before, right? So for anybody else listening, watch this. I ain't trying to mash up your relationship or anything, but know this. In the Caribbean, especially, I can speak specifically for Jamaica. The food and the air is different there. Argue with me if you want to. It does something to your body. I'm not saying man can't control themselves and all this, but I'm saying it does something to your body. I'm there already, and every time I'm there, I eat the food, and as soon as I eat the food, my body parts, if you know what I mean, start acting up on its own. And I'm like, I'm talking to it too, because I'm like, look at this. So it's rough.
You wanna hear the worst part?
Mm-hmm.
The thing not working.
Rotted.
Properly.
God have mercy.
His thing.
Yeah, me know.
Okay.
But
a man up in his 50s.
Well, I will tell you something else too. As a man, I will tell you something else too. You know, any man can tell you that it might not work for Kamisha, but it might work for Cindy perfectly. If you know what I mean.
No. I know why I'm telling you it's not working, because he has some issues.
Some health issues.
Yes.
So it's a broken gear stick. And
it's a broken gear stick.
And you was willing to commit marriage to that broken gear stick?
No. He asked for me to get married, and I said, let's talk about it when I get there, because I find that what he wanted me to do was just have a secret marriage.
But you wanted that from the beginning, right? Why else would you pursue a 3.5-year long-term relationship? Or you were just comfortable with the relationship part?
We talk about marriage from like a year or so, but I said, you know, because I was married before, I kind of want to take things slower.
Wow. So honestly, all right. So I have one more question for you. Wait there. Here's my bomber question. So all that time, when you were only seeing him 3 times a year, couple weeks here and there, all that time, how were you satisfying yourself, or you had no desires, or you were just a person of control and you were committed? You never cheat?
No.
Or you didn't consider cheating?
No, I didn't.
You didn't at all?
Honestly, I did not.
Okay.
But on the phone, we play.
Oh, so all you used to do, okay, all right. We don't need to spell that out. Big, okay, all right.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm glad.
Listen, it was always, for the past years, it was only video calls. He initiated the video call.
Wow.
And here's the bummer.
So wait. Did y'all do video call before you even went to go see him for the first time? You know, like.
No. He used to call me just normal, and then he video called me.
And y'all did all right, big people talk. Y'all cam to cam sex stuff before you actually saw him in person?
A few times before that, yes.
Yeah. You did say something nice. You saw something nice on the camera. You went to go find. Because I'm sure it didn't look dead on the camera, else you wouldn't have went.
Listen.
You was.
Like I said, the bummer is who he cheated on me with. The person is married.
So she.
Yeah, married woman.
Well, her joystick over at her yard must be deader. She find one that work a little better.
Listen.
2 dead joystick and one work a little better than the other.
No, the thing is, every time I go to the house, I saw some toys at the house.
Toys?
Yes, and he said he's in another room. But he said that's his cousin's own.
Right. Oh boy. I'm glad you escaped that madness still.
Of course I escaped that madness.
You sound like you will go back though. If he comes to the right words. No. Be careful, you
know. No.
Because you know us Jamaican men are with words. Everybody said no.
I'm telling you, when he introduced everybody, me to everybody, including family, that's my future wife.
That's how he introduced
because he
you.
Always said he wanted an educated girl, and he know I'm educated, and all that.
And that's how he introduced you.
Okay. That's how he introduced me.
And then kill it with Bun.
But when I found out from everybody else, he didn't introduce the lady to anybody because he's hiding.
But he has to hide. She's married.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's how it works. That's how it works. He hiding and she hiding. They have an arrangement. Hey, thank you for sharing your story.
No problem, SouFLo.
Don't do it again, though. All right. No, that long distance stuff does not work. Day. All right. Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. They started talking, right? And then she was like, "Damn, he looked good." And then the conversation left from a real people thing we are talking. We big people, we know how it goes. Conversation suddenly left from that to how attractive you are. Oh, I'm feeling horny right now. Sexy, do something for me now. Go FaceTime with me. Come on, take off that, remove this. And they did their thing on camera. And what she saw on that camera, she was like, blood fire, me I fly go to Jamaica for that. Because it looks healthy and I would have loved to feel it in person. And then when she appeared in person, she pop it down. Yep, she pop it down and it's ready for more and more was not there. And then it couldn't work the next time. I don't know, she probably have the man like this. And now I'm blocking like Jesus Christ. She gonna kill me. And then that's a relationship start. Boy, you see the question then when me asked though. I said, did y'all cam, face-to-face cam, sex cam before on a meet in person? She said quite a few times, right? All right, about 3 times or so. Yeah, that means fry your skinny thought on camera, show a man. That's it. Don't bother develop no long-term relationship. That's all. You just know say you about to do some freaky stuff because you're a little freak. You just want to call yourself whatever. Ladies, I don't know how women stay saying a woman need an excuse to do everything that they do. She'll be dirty and freaky, but she just need an excuse. She doesn't need somebody to blame it upon. She just needs and then come out with pity story about I trusted him. Yeah, we were in a relationship. It was 3.5 years. My whole heart was in it. All right. Let's work out the details. So, when first him see the coochie? Oh. Before we even start a relationship. Oh. Okay. Moving right along. So, you see what I say? We are big people, we can't talk. Dry stick and gear stuck. Right? Yo, I want to get that from. Hold on there. What she said? Dry stick and gear stuck. Next girl I wear butter rider, she come with her business suit. I'm highly educated. Yeah, but your pum not educated though. I mean, I want it. I'm highly educated. I don't know why sisters do that too. Well, she's on a fair fault because she said the man said him always want a wife where is highly educated and she fit that bill. So we're not gonna blame her for it though. But women do be on that trip too. I'm highly educated. I have this degree and I have my this and my that. Can't tell you something. Man really don't care unless it's a man where look something off of you. But a real man really don't care what you have about your material possessions. You heard me? Him care about other things. Him care about how feminine you are. Him care about how nurturing and how loving you are. Him care about how sexy you can be in your feminine energy. And them thing the man care about. You can hold your degree and stuff it around the sucker. Big man not care about them something there. Right? Right. And that caught her eye, Donna Davis, and that's why she ended up in a predicament. No pun intended, but pun intended. She ended up in a predicament. Predicament. Yep, and that's how it went. A football show live alone. King Biggs, she's still showing it. I'm highly educated, missionary only. Girl, go on a backers now. No, I don't like that. Well, Cargo did some more Francine. But I talk about people business, yeah. No, that's not people business. I Cargo say it out loud. Well, Cargo say, the way of Francine touch Francine, not even like back him can't even get her backers. And when I talk about him wife, so, but the way she still can't even go get her backers. She don't want no backers. She don't want no backers or nothing. I just missionary. Anyhow, him care about the full combo. And that's everything, Vicky Victory. You know, one more thing about that though. Vicky, me I said this to you. There are different levels of cheating, different kinds of cheating. You have emotional cheating, you have actual cheating, as in sexual cheating, and this is cheating. The definition of cheating: anything where you do, where you have to hide, where you can't come full 100 but to your partner is cheating. So you're cheating. That's it, plain and simple. You have a little sneaky conversation. Oh, but I'm not cheating because it hasn't gone anywhere. You know, like you and your work husband, and it hasn't gone anywhere yet. We just, we just flirt innocently at work. Not innocent, not in a flirt. Big people think, because we are big people. We not just flirt for fun, right? We flirt to see where the flirting can go and what we can get out of it. Kind of just flirt with random people. You flirt with people you are attracted to. Not true? So we could talk for real. So there are different types of cheating, and whichever one you get it. Everybody get cheated on. When your woman did it on her phone, when you see her scrolling slow, and you get closer to her, and so she starts scrolling real fast, just no say she try last the boy on her phone, because she know why, and then it end up at a beach picture with just palm trees and waves rolling in. And you know, say that she sit down there look pan for the last 5 minutes, right? She cheated. She cheated right there in your living room. You know, the world has changed. Times have changed. You see that evil little sitting here that does all the good in the world also? This, boy, one time gone, nobody never know what your wife body jaw them look like, because she not even used to wear G-string Palm Beach. Nobody never knows that she have a little mole in that space there right between the desert hole and the under desert hole and all these things. Nowadays, social media opens up to everything. Every man across the whole world knows say when your wife lift up her right titty, there's a Jamaica birthmark sign under that the one there. And when she lift up the left one, them know say something else under that one there. Them know every crevice and corner your woman if she's the type to put herself out on social media and strip down like that. And she could do it innocently now too. It's just like family beach pics. Me and my hubby. And a bare titty in that picture. Look at my beautiful smile. And our breast them there way up here, so I block the smile. You know? You can't say nothing neither. Oh my God, you're so insecure. I'm just telling the people that look at my smile. What is wrong with saying look at my smile? I have a beautiful smile. You're jealous of that? No, I'm jealous. I two titty them were in front of the smile. And a smile you did a show a titty. Oh my God. Yo, I can't stand no insecure man like you, yo. I have to find somebody. Yo, the world is different. The world is different. Man, screenshot and zoom in. And gone in an inbox and all these things, sliding in her DMs. Yeah, I know say you're so flow, are your man and thing, but I can go on for me and you. Stop playing. You know I can't do that. May I say? You know me I say. I tell her about we know. That's why I tell her I said don't do it again, because you know Jamaican man stay. If she call him and him give her a good 2-liner, she on a flight. She back to Jamaica, because right now we now look nothing for her but friendship. Right? Remember that place where we went the last time you was here? Come on, come back down, I could go all the vibes. I'll stay away from you. Yeah, we can be good friends, because, once in a lifetime you meet good people and these kind of things, and you are one of them people that, John, know you're genuine. I don't want to lose you as a friend. I mean, I apologize for everything I did, but we can still be cool, man. My expense, come down, let me show you around, and I could go have some fun on these things. Yeah, book out on a basketball and nigga like the thing, and that's how we're there for the weekend and fly in and she go. But woman so lie to themselves before she go. She in her bathroom, one leg up on the sink. She a shave out under this and make sure it well groom and everything. So, me not give the boy none. Make sure me not give him none. So make sure say well wax down and look good, but me not give him none. Him can try all him want to. We're going to have fun. Yep, and that was all she wrote. Hi, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. You hang up. All right. A story there, Jamaica, bother me. This youth, y'all might have seen his story and heard about his story. Let me put a face on it before. Hold on there. Let me put a face on it before. We're going on a different topic now. Y'all see my lights? But see the brother here. Put a face to the story and then come listen to the story. Some want to know who he is. Some of you might not. But watch this. That bun something there is not the right time in history to be playing bun for bun and give man bun and yeah, me a ride my boy the wife and these kind of things and bragging stripes and watch this. So the Duane Park police are probing the fatal shooting of a man at a house occupied by his ex-girlfriend and her common-law spouse, who is a police officer. All right. Me confused already. He got shot inside of this house. This house belongs to his ex-girlfriend, who shares this house with her common-law spouse, who is a police officer. Want to see that already? You see where that went? All right. The deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Stephon Powell, who is a taxi operator. I was going to talk about this a couple of weeks ago because this happened a couple of weeks ago. And I thought it was very fishy, this story. It reported that Powell was shot repeatedly after he allegedly gained entry into the house through a window and proceeded to attack his ex-girlfriend with a ratchet knife. The gleaner understands that the policeman pulled out his weapon and discharged it, hitting him 9 times. A report was made to the police department, and on arrival at the lawman, police found this man, Powell, laying in a pool of blood in the bathroom of the house. Now, widespread protests are developing. You know, they've been protesting on and off in Jamaica on his behalf. But widespread protests have been developing now because the people them say, as she call him up there, she know she have a policeman as our man. And him know fear new man too. And she call him up there and invite him to the house. And he went. They said, is taxi him driving now? He's a young youth, 29, no tree now growing on his face, handsome brother. It is said that he was somewhat of a gallus. So it's not no brother where I go crazy over no one girl or broke house and climbing through window to get to a girl. Nothing like that. They had broken up. She moved on. But the story is she was bunning the policeman with her ex-boyfriend. You know how they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? That's one of those cases. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I tell Shakira and myself, me and you break up, me still a come for mine. And you must have to go have one gunman as your new man. You have to go have one bad man as a new man. Him better big and strong, and him better bad. I'll be joking though. But I'll be joking. I don't know if I'm joking though. That's the thing. That's where it gets serious because I don't really know if I'm joking. Yeah, that part. But Yeah, may I come look for my kids? Yeah, and this boy can't stand up in the highway, and I have all rights to be there because my picnic them live here and these kind of things. But anyhow, that's another my story. So, relatives and friends of this 29-year-old taxi driver, Stephon Powell, who was shot dead by an off-duty cop on July 24th of this year, they staged a protest yesterday in front of the Vineyard Town Police Station to express their dissatisfaction with the progress of the investigation. Of course, it's a police kill him, and his police have to go investigate what actually happened. How far you think that's gonna go? Y'all see what's going on with Maitland? According to police reports, Powell was shot multiple times after he allegedly gained entry into his ex-girlfriend's house and attacked her with a knife. He was shot by the cop, who is the woman's current partner. However, Powell's father, who is Errol, refuted that report, stating that his son visited the residence to collect the remainder of his belongings. Errol also said, yo, listen up. That's why sub-relationship, when you left it, don't take nothing. There's no reason to come back. If you really don't want to come, there's no reason to come back. I never left nothing over there that I want. And if I left anything that I really wanted, you can have it still. Burn it. Dash it away. Sell it. Sometimes you just need to cut clear. But me feel like it's an excuse this them give him. To get the policeman. Me feel like the girl get catching at the house with her ex-boyfriend. And it turns into this. Police shoot him and then tell she say, you better back up my rotted story. That me I tell you. Else you're dead like him too. So here what? Him breaking at the house, tried to attack you. Luckily I was around and I neutralized the threat. End of story. That's why the investigation is not going anywhere. His father is saying his son only visited the residence to pick up the rest of his belongings. Errol also said that an independent pathologist did an autopsy on his son, and he stated that it was done because the Independent Commission of Investigation, or INDECOM, did it, which is probing the case. They told the family that no one could be in the room when the initial autopsy was being done. I did the pathology test the day after. Him tell me that Stephon hold him hand in the ear, them shoot out all him hand miggle, them shoot him in his stomach. This is what his autopsy revealed, right? If gunshot fly through all him hand miggle them, where was he holding a knife and attacking? Wow. Brothers, I'm telling you, man, this whole bun something, I know there's some big man out here who still do it. And because the rush that comes from it, from knowing, say, yo, I saw so wife, that another dog, yo, give her some blood. Yo, I said, brother, I think y'all a ball, you know, I'm ya thought, you know, and that kind of something there. Wrong time in history for that. Wrong time in history for that, my friend. Can cost you your life. See? The father said they did an independent pathology test, and the man them tell him, say, that Stephon hold up him hands in the air, and them shoot out all him hand miggle them. Them shoot him in him stomach, him get a shot that graze all him neck, and then in his back, him get shot up, and he got shot up on his side. What that look like? That look like somebody was say, and a man have a gun for you, and the man start shoot, and bow, hand me go gone, man, turn around and realize him I get shot up, so him I go try run now, so now your back I get shoot up too, and your side I get shoot up as you turn around. That's what that sounds like to me. I'm no expert at forensic expert, but it's kind of spelled out. If both hand miggles shoot out, then there's no way I was holding a knife trying to stab anybody, because shot would have reached everywhere else except for in my hand miggle. Damn. Jamaica for you. Yeah. Him get shot graze him neck, and him back, and him side, him hand miggle him shoot out like he turned to run, and him get a shot in his side, and then him get the rest of him back. Errol told the news team. He explained that the pathology report further disclosed that his son died from losing too much blood because none of the shots actually killed him. So them just stay there and make him bleed out. Because had he gotten medical attention, chances of him actually living would have been high, even with all them shot there. So it wasn't any of the shots that proved fatal, according to his dad and their pathology report. It wasn't the shots that killed him. It was loss of blood. I can't imagine them. I don't want them people that hate me and come try to sue me or nothing. Let me put my disclaimer out there. I get animated sometimes. This is me reworking how I think the story happened, and this is me reimagining what might have taken place. There, in no way, shape, or form, I'm saying this is exactly what happened. In no way, shape, or form am I saying I have inside information to this. I'm going off what's published to the public, and then I'm giving my opinion off. I can be very way off, and I'm not asking anybody to take what I am saying as factual, right? But if a pathology report says that he had both hands in the air, both hand middles got shot out, if it says that him get one in him side and the rest in him back and all that, that sounds like somebody who gave up, who froze, who wasn't going to do anything to you, but you decided to kill them anyways. It sounds like somebody who turned and tried to run and caught shot, more shot, and that was that, right? It sounds like because they said none of those shots killed him. None of them were fatal. See, they can tell. Well, the first one, went right through his heart and ripped his spleen. He was dead instantly. Or he got 9 shots, but none of 50 Cent, the rapper, 50 Cent, took 9 shots. None of them did him like that, like killed him. So people take a whole heap of gunshot and not dead. It's not far-fetched to believe. He died from bleeding out. So, based on what's said here, I'm saying, could this have been a case of him dead upon the ground, like a gunshot victim, going through pain, probably begging, bleeding out, and a man I say, yeah, pussy, in my house, me catch you, don't. Yeah, man. And you see all you dirty girl, have a mind slap one in your face too, yo. And she'll say, oh God, please don't kill me neither, because she say him are dead. So it's very possible, like, hey, him could have killed me in there too. Anything you want me, do me sorry, me love him shouldn't die near. All right, so here's the story. Him coming through the window, because them all come ask you, and you say if you say anything different, girl, him coming through the window, him did have a knife, and him did attack you. And me so happen to walk in, and me save you. Me shoot up the boy, kill him in the house. That's how it end. It's simple, it's short, it's easy to remember. Man came through window, attacked with knife, shot dead. Done. That's it. We don't have to go plan no long, elaborate story, and then she can't remember, and then when the next detective question you, you're saying something different from what the first one said, because the story too long, I have too many details. Let's keep it short. I can't tell people if you commit murder, if I was a lawyer, and if I was trying to get my client off. It's not hard. But I'm not in that profession, and that is not my intent. I can see how this could happen this way, though, because be sure Squaddy don't want to go to prison. And I'm sure he's not going to sit up there and say, I'm jealous. She give me bun with our ex-man. I'm going to get Bex. And the boy say, yeah, I'm going to leave. I'm going to say, no, you're not left. You're dead in there today. I'm going to kill him in there. You think he can say that? Of course not. After the incident is done, his next plan is, me no want to go to prison. So I have to come up with a story quick. And you, girl, you better say everything when me say. Because you can't go to prison too, Yeah, because for accessory, I will go to court and say, me never threaten you. You set him up. And me kill him for you. And the two of we go to prison. So here what we are going to say. Man come through window with knife to attack. I shot man. We discovered that was your ex-boyfriend. He was a stalker. Make him look bad, we look good. I saved the day, and you're a clean woman, and we move on with life. Damn. The father said, we feel very bad. Me weep, you know. Right now, me weak. Every day me cry, me I tell you the truth. The family and the friends claim that they are determined to go to the extremes to get answers, and that they will be visiting the commissioner's office next if they don't get a response from Indicom soon. We have blood running through us, and it's boiling up. We can't see or hear anything, and the policeman is out here walking free. Reprisal. A lot of killings in Jamaica happen off of reprisal. Yeah, the police boy, they're too hot. We can't really kill him because based on what we're going right now, them are going to just know, say, they have something to do with we. Or we are the first person them are come look pan. Find which part his mother live. Him have a daughter, him have a son, find them. We'll go from there, so. Reprisal. Anytime justice is not served, does no say reprisal will come. One thing we can tell about Jamaican people is this. Most of them, and it's in our blood. You have to remember the people that you came from, right? Whether you want to admit it or not. Those genes, that bloodline, still stands. It runs through you. See? The same way a Jamaican man might take the life of a Jamaican woman, the women are very capable of doing the same and even more. Right? In a fight for her survival. When they don't get justice by law, oh, they get it. They get it in blood. And that's another reason Jamaica's murder rate is like that, because of two things mainly. Either A, because of reprisal killings, and B, because of gang warfares. And even in the gang warfare, something is reprisal killings. Cause you kill my brother, the police them never do nothing about it. Slap where your mother, you know say me do it. Now we not deal with no police no more. We just look for people, everybody family member. Guns up, guns out. And when me say all your little brother youth, and I'm not see your brother run you no more. I have to run away. So man, listen, Indicom and the JCF better get this one right. But I'm not saying that this particular family is going to be out here trying to kill police. People used to, they take your word and they spill it a different way than how you said it. But I'm telling you, in general, in Jamaica, when real justice is not given to victims, most people don't take that lay down. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
So far, it's good. Good on the family.
Yeah, man. You hear the story with that one?
Yeah, so don't have a virgin,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I forgot to talk to him again because, funny enough, him come up here with you on a work program,
That's a theme thing.
One day, he meet a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come from Jamaica, relatively the same parish. And, she gave him a piece, but she have a man. Not only that she have a man, he's a policeman.
Wow.
So now the work program done.
Wow.
And he's gone back to Jamaica and then relatively as we saying at the same parish,
Mm-hmm.
So him say him not go deal with her again and he must tell me where they how she link him with there. And I text him and I check up on her. So I tell him say, yo, man, why you go put yourself in a problem, because he's a policeman.
So if you're a policeman, they're up here or yard?
No.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
They don't learn, man.
Put yourself in a problem,
They don't learn.
Yeah.
They don't learn. Some man feel like a big stripe, if you run in a soldier man house or a policeman house is a bragging right, and you actually tell your brethren them, say, yeah, man, or a politician house or some big heavy man. It kind of remind me like when I was in the military and I used to see high-ranking soldiers off on deployment, and your husband is like a E7. sergeant first class, first sergeant, commanding a whole company, and you laying with a private, a buck private, a little boy would just come in the army. Cause you have big people who just join the army and them are private too, you know, so age don't mean nothing. You can have an 18-year-old private and you can have a 30-year-old private, right? But the high-ranking man are some embarrassing something, you know. So the soldier them used to come home and they used to end up killing their wives. That's why the U.S. military changed their policy where when we're coming back from a deployment, we can't just come back like that anymore. Then make sure that they oversee you telling her FaceTime on one big screen. You're going to one dark room and you're finding up on a big screen, and you have to tell her in front of them. They're off to the side, but they're listening to hear you say the date and time you're coming home. That means you give her a heads up already. So in other words, then you're consenting to Bun if Bunna go on. Just clean it up before I get home. Because the army is trying to protect itself. It doesn't want all these soldiers coming home, finding men in their house and killing them and all these other kinds. You can't imagine you a first sergeant and you come home and you find a private in your bed. Man, I can't even explain to you what that would do.
And I feel like a lot of men, you see, in culture, right?
Yeah.
In even today's world, some people deem that because it's a part of the culture, it is right. However, times evolve and the heart of man gets colder, you know?
Yeah.
And I think maybe back in the days when Bunna used to go on, people probably want to kill people, they might probably fight us, you know, maybe I 1 or 2 killing would have gone to certain extent. But now it's like with more access to just knowledge in general, how to harm people and all this stuff, it is more prevalent with people who get Bunna would probably more to kill you get me? And as we say, Jamaican men take this thing where them pride themselves in taking a next man girl, isn't it? And
it's in our culture. It's within our culture. We were raised like that.
Especially if it's a girl where them would have presumed to out of them league and them shoot them shot and them get the girl, them go up on the stand and say, yo, boy, you know some knock with such man girl foot man.
And you know what crazy, brother? Not to cut you off, you know. You know what crazy? What crazy is the woman them don't understand that because them still put themselves in that position. Like I tell them all the time, like whoever you are fling that give, trust and believe me, say, I know him alone know about that. If you have a man, not him alone know about that. He's sharing you your information, how your body hole look when him turn you upon a backers, how you did a go on when him did a ram out you. He's sharing even things when never happen, him make it animated and big because it's somebody else's woman. You are. So you become the butt of the joke at the end of the day.
When them ask them if them tell nobody them say, I'm not telling nobody man. But we probably tell such man, I'm bridging that, you know, it's not.
Are them say just between me and your man.
Them love say, them not nothing man. Boy, by the time them say that everybody know.
We know.
Yeah. But before we go SouFLo, not necessarily talk about the Phillip Powell situation, which I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you know, recently I told you that I don't expect anything to come out of it. You get nothing so
yeah, me neither at this point.
This is not a counselor or a, you know, local man of the community or a peacekeeper. It's an upper echelon politician. You get nothing. And at the end of the day, SouFLo, I don't know what it will take for Jamaican people to revolt against this government or even future governments. You know, it's such an recent way to say, if jail people then you vote in the same time, they know, right? If you know the job, will vote them out.
Everybody gonna get one term till you get it right.
You see the Integrity Commission, SouFLo, apparently some have in Jamaica where Jamaican people, them all talk on social media, but they never get up in full force, whether it's voting or going out on the streets and making the voice heard, you know. So, and SouFLo, listen, I've been out with you for more than 5 years or so. You used to talk about Jamaica every day. When you highlight the negative stuff and people highlight the positive, and you ask people, what is the positive? You see, SouFLo, what people need to understand, the positive that the government talk with the everyday man not feel that.
Exactly. How the stock market is doing good and everybody clap, right? But how many of us play this? How many Jamaicans you know will invest in our stock market in Jamaica?
Exactly.
All right.
SouFLo, before we go, last point, just to show you, remember, I'm living in the country again now. My brethren tell me I want to go buy one orange juice so they're like one of the slim bottle one them. Not a big one, like one slim true juice. $1,000. $1,000 Jamaican dollar. I'm telling man, bro, I could get a 1 gallon of juice, you must be $2.99 or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's a backside.
Mm-hmm.
Rough. But bless up SouFLo.
Manners and respect, my brother.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, man, the bun thing no work, man. So let's finish up this story, right? The father said, we feel really bad. Me weep. And right now, me weak. Every day me cry. That me I tell you. The family and their friends claim that they are determined to go to the extremes to get answers. And that they will be visiting the commissioner's office next if they don't get a response from Indicom. We have blood running through us and it is boiling up. We can't see or hear anything, and that policeman, him still out here walking free. That don't look right. One of the protesters said a woman who proclaimed herself to be one of Powell's mothers because a community grew him. She was in utter despair as she searched for a reason why our son was fatally killed. A only bird you kill like that and nothing more. We don't hear the reason why he died. We don't hear nothing more. We are people. He had 3 kids. He's the father of 3 children at 29. He had a baby mother and he had a whole family. We need some justice. Now, when contacted by the Star, Hugh Faulkner, Indicom's commissioner, said that he was not able to give any details or updates on the matter because he did not have the report handy when they called. We have done our initial forensics examination and we have taken the firearm into custody for processing. Statements were taken and the basics would have been done. So it's not his service firearm he used to kill him. This is his personal firearm. And Indicom is saying they've taken that personal firearm into custody, for the forensics part of things. I would go beyond that. Without the actual case files before me, can't say anything more to you. Faulkner also clarified that the usual process of performing a post-mortem is done through the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine. He also said that the family is entitled to utilize an independent pathologist and that Indicom encourages that they should do so. Whenever there's a demonstration, the dead was a wrongdoer. Never a demonstration for innocent people and law-abiding citizens, one person says. After all that, whenever there's a demonstration, is the person who is dead is always a wrongdoer because Jamaicans don't demonstrate for innocent and law-abiding citizens. I don't know why somebody would say that. The next person though says fight and don't give up. Y'all won't get no justice. Some of them popo ya, them too trigger happy and them wicked. And the last person says, them shoot out all him hand miggle, then them shoot him in him stomach, him get a shot that graze him neck, get one in him side, and the rest in him back. That's a lot of bullets. Evidence will reveal what truly occurred. This is some unnecessary aggression. Well, it's not unnecessary aggression when passion is involved, When a man catch you in a house, Which part? See, that's the thing. There's a difference between I'm a girl that pan the side and I don't really care about her like that. But we link up every now and then and we do a thing and we have fun. You can go and get your piece out of that. But when a man have a woman who he parades to the public as his woman, remember we talked about that earlier when this start, how people are scared to post other people on their social media because you have your man, you have your woman, but you if I'm but cause you don't want to get embarrassed. Right? You go post them and then next thing you hear say a big whore that about 20 man on this line that up already, about 10 girl around this him have, and that's Gina's man and that's Sharika's mom and that's Tesla's man, and you over there look like this my husband. What do you mean that's your man? People afraid of them something there. Now you can imagine if you're living together with the person and come find ex-boyfriend in your house. That's not gonna be oh please get out and we'll talk about this at another time. That's gonna be murder. And at that the youth walk himself in. He walked himself into a situation. I feel that he couldn't walk out of that. He couldn't walk out of that. Once the policeman that see him in the house, it was done. It was a wrap. He was dead in there. And that's what happened. There are many more articles out there. His sister spoke on a separate interview where she said, my brother is not idiot. My brother is not a dunce. And my brother him not shot at girls. In the area, he's well known. And he's not short of girls. So him breaking in window and attacking girl in house where policeman live, she the one that lined that up. She the one that know when our man is supposed to be there and not supposed to be there. And I believe there's a short phone call or text message, something out there more to this that I read previously about her communicating with him, inviting him up there, right? At a time when she knew our man wouldn't dead it. But again, we'll wait to see how this comes out. I'll continue to follow this story. I hope they get some justice for that family because, you know, it reeks. It's all over it. That was no break-in at all. Yesterday we spoke about my baby. That's still in my head, you know. My baby. Oh, what is that sound? Is that your slippers? Oh, don't run, don't fall down. Juror shortage delays trial for men charged with gang leader's funeral. That came out yesterday. Juror shortage. You see the same thing we are going in at the when name the case? Beachy Stout case. The same thing that's going on in Beachy Stout case is something that go on in Jamaica all the time. People afraid. So when them have jury duty, my baby, see, bro. When them have jury duty, the people them afraid, right? And you can't blame the people them. We talked about this yesterday. Here's a story. Juror shortage delays the trial of men charged with gang leaders' murder. Montego Bay, St. James. The trial of two men charged in a 2020 murder of a reputed gang leader has been delayed again because of the court is having difficulties finding sufficient number of jurors. Them want 7 people and them can't find 7 people. Look at what kind of murder it was. A gunman business, this, you know. And you supposed to go up there and sit there barefaced and then convict and family probably coming to court every day, come support him and see your face. When you left court, all them I say is, that boy they send my brother got prison for life, you know. Con him up. The trial, which was scheduled to begin in the St. James Circuit Court on Monday, has been pushed back to next year. Damar Brown and Jamar Brown, both of St. James addresses, have been charged with the murder of Ricoy Smurf Smith from Hugger Lane, Norwood, in the parish. Smith is alleged to have been the leader of the Hugger Lane gang, which has been operating out of the Norwood area. He was also a person of interest in a double murder that was under investigation before he was gunned down. The case against Damar and Jamar was set for trial before the High Court's Justice Judy Pusey, but only 21 of the 500 jurors that were summoned were served. Only 21 of the 500 were actually served. The matter cannot be tried today because there is not enough jurors. We hope by next week that there will be more jurors, said the judge to the 2 men. The court was also informed that the Crown had 13 witnesses listed, but only 2 police witnesses were present on Monday. The rest of the witnesses them cannot be found. However, prosecutor, wanna see how case run? Wanna see how case run though? All right. Crown come in there and say, we have 13 witnesses. 2 of them are police. That means 11 of them are some Jamaican civilians that have made up their mind to come in here and talk. Everybody come on in. And 2 police walk in. 2 police walk in. Where's everybody else? Everybody else had a change of heart. Them the boy there? No, sir. Don't call me. Don't mix me. However, prosecutor Christine Johnson Spence told the court that all of the absentee witnesses, they are available. Subpoena some of them. Those witnesses, they need to be subpoenaed. And the subpoenas are to be issued. It didn't say they are issued, they were issued. She said they are available, but it's a subpoena them have to use to bring them come to court. A subpoena basically says you need to come in and you need to tell what happened. I don't know how Jamaica work, but I know in the US, they subpoena you, you go in there. First of all, a subpoena is enforceable by law. So if you're subpoenaed and you don't show up, you can't just say, I'm not showing up. You're subpoenaed, you don't show up, you can actually get jail time for not showing up, for refusing to speak or be a part of the process. So they're more threatening people them with a subpoena. Some people are going to say, give me the jail time, because I never kill nobody. So the most you can put me in here for is what, 21 days? At least after the 21 days, my family will be okay. But you're not going to parade me on that juror stand and then have gunman come kill off my family. So I'm not talking. Look how many people they put. Look how much people them have. 500. And can't find. Yo. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
Good morning, family. I'm doing all right. You?
Good.
All right.
Yeah, just listening to this story. What I don't understand is why, like, government and people in authority, why everybody pretend like they don't know what's going on in Jamaica? Oh, we can't find the witnesses. Oh, what could they be? Why is everybody pretending like they don't know that people go missing? Why they can't have a situation where the jurors are anonymous, or they have to attend virtually? So you come in, you enter a room, you know what I mean? And you virtually observe what is taking place. I don't why they don't look at how things run. I don't understand why they don't create those changes and everybody pretend as if it run in America, where you can be a juror, be barefaced, and nothing's gonna happen to you, and be a witness and not go missing. Do you get it?
I don't get it. You know that, like those glass, I don't know if you've ever been to those stores where they have those one-way mirrors.
Yes.
And people can sit behind them and see you, right? Why don't they use that? I mean, the thing that the people are afraid of is that they will be sitting face to face with these people. And they now, again, let's stop pretending they know these people. They know the capabilities of these people. They know these people are connected to other people who will do things just like what they did. And they also know that the law does not back them up and cannot save them. So
and won't even try.
And won't even try. So you want me to be a part of the civic process of, having this justice system run the way it's supposed to run, tried by how many jurors, but then I could lose my life for being a juror. So why would I want to be I don't want to be a part of your case.
Exactly.
I would say no too, honestly.
Yeah, I would too.
Self-preservation at the end of the day.
Because it's like everybody in government is pretending. Oh, the economy is doing so well. Oh, the stock market, rate intake. It's like one big show and performance. And the place is burning and falling apart and blood is running in the street. And like, oh, but the tourism industry, look over here.
It's booming. We tripled our profits this year. Yeah.
And people running like, help me. Oh, do you hear the music? They're calling people scream music. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
What is this whole, I wish that Jamaica had a problem. You know how in America you have real independent journalism where people come before the president and they ask questions and he has to answer questions on, you know what I mean? And people can't come and Jamaica don't seem to have nothing like that, because anytime I see Andrew Holness talking, it's just him talking to a camera and everybody is just listening from behind the camera. But it's not like where journalists know we're gonna press you, we need answers.
And question answer sessions. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's why that is why some other leaders were saying he is running a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't even want to hear what you have to ask me. I'm just going to tell you what it is I see and what I'm going to do. And that's it. So it's like a one-way mirror. And then you either agree or you don't. Yeah.
What about the parish ministers and the councils, where do people, are there town halls where the people can't come and complain and you're in front of me, you have to answer my question then before you leave?
Those town hall meetings.
Yeah. And people are coming in their camera, put on social media and said, yo, we're asking a question and I'm not answering. You have to face the people.
Right.
Where in government do the government officials have to face the people, have to answer the people? In what arena does that take place?
Nowhere. No, and it's mandatory here in the US. Yeah. As a part of their campaign, it is mandatory. But nowhere in Jamaica that take place.
So they get to pretend.
And lie, speaking to a camera, be impersonal.
And not be held accountable. And the place people are missing. I cannot believe the woman and the child is still missing. Another thing.
Yeah.
All this time. And the government official, he's just like, he's the man is not, no, that man has something to do with it,
Why?
Because he don't seem like somebody who is distressed.
Just so nonchalant, right?
Yes, he has something to do with it.
Why?
And he have his government people, them hush about it. And I was thinking, no, this can't be real. I said, maybe she's at like a family house or she don't want to be bothered. He could not have really wiped out his child and the woman and the mother of the child, just so, the two of them so. But he did. And nobody can do nothing about it. Everybody told to hush and move on. It's insane.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's the reality. I appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it is insane. It's you see all these things that you said to yourself, but we could do it this way though, or we could do it that way though, or we could do it, and then you go, well, in America they do it this way, and then everybody jump on you, Shut up. Y'all going like America or heaven. Y'all going like foreign better than yard. But it's just that we see how stuff is done in a different way, and we're saying that if we try them, it can work for us too, instead of having things stall all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where, of course, those of us on the outside looking in start to wonder, like, how long is this going to go on? And why every time the same thing happen over again? I've asked that question many times that she just asked. Why is it every time the same thing happens over again, everybody acts surprised like it's the first time it happened? Why everybody are going like say them don't know it's a contract killing a big business in Jamaica? Why everybody don't acting like they don't know that the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, has many crooked police officers in it who are also connected to gangs and connected to people in positions of power? Why is everybody acting like, oh, another one? Geez, this must be the second one in 20 years. Like, and then tomorrow, oh, another one. Oh, that must be the third one in 30 years. And it's like, no, it's like every couple of weeks is another one and another one and another one. When are we going to actually be like, this out of control, man? This coming like every day. It's coming like every day. But hey, it's the reality of how it's ran. Different countries do them thing different ways. And that's just how it is. That happens to be the way how Jamaica does things. I think LA was the one that says, well, truth be told, the stock market is doing good in Jamaica. Well, truth be told, it is. Truth be told, how many Jamaicans you think care about that? How many Jamaicans do you think are invested in the stock market? Because here's my take on that. Majority, and I say majority of the people on the island of Jamaica, they not even have enough money left over to go invest in a stock market. It is not of their interest. When you hear people talking about stock market and investments, they're talking about people who are doing pretty well, right? People who are not going to complain about, Lord, them need for raise the minimum wage who are work for $89 for a 40-hour work week. Them thing are wickedness. That's not directed to those people. That's directed to the people who drive a nice vehicle or two, who slide away a big gate before they drive into their compound or property, or lives in one of those gated communities up there. So that's not for regular Jamaican people. So although the Prime Minister is right by saying, yes, the stock market is doing well, whose interest is in the stock market, whose interest is being protected, whose investment is wrapped up in the stock market. It's not the average Jamaican. Right. So they so out of touch. They come out and tell us how good they're doing, and we clap because we're so out of touch, and we've been trained to worship them. Worship how they dress nice, worship how him can run still, worship how he speaks eloquently, worship how his family is well put together, worship how the new X6 2023 is a part of the vehicle fleet that follows on. Just jump out about 90,000 US for one of them there, 130,000 for one of them there US, and we worship them. So when they come out and tell us how good they're doing, tourism sector booming. Go talk to the regular people who make the tourism sector boom. The one them will go work every day. The one them that you see serving and cleaning up and all that. Talk to them. When you hear it from the top, it's booming. And we made hundreds of millions of dollars this year. And we had an extra couple 100,000 people visited this year. By next year, we will be in the triple digits and this and that. Ask the people them lower down if any of that is relatable to them. Them glad so them have a job and them can go work and make some money where them can at least attempt to pay some bills, but ask them how they're faring. You have a little something extra left over where you can put in our savings. So nobody talk to you about no stock market, my friend. Because we barely have nothing left over. One time, some people don't have nothing left over. Some people are literally living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. You know how that feel already. Anybody that's living paycheck to paycheck is like one paycheck away from being homeless. Yeah. And we know Jamaica set up already. A lot of us already have our homes on piece of land we fully paid for. And it's some hand-me-down property probably from grandparents and parents and these things, right? But more and more Jamaicans have rent to pay. Them have bills to pay. And they're not really making it. They're not making it. So yeah, you talk about the stock market's doing good. You talk about how the roads are getting nicer. But me not have no car for drive on the road. So it no matter to me. Me can't even afford one car. You see what I'm saying? The average person doesn't have a car. Me not have one car. And I whole heap of car there, but the average person doesn't have a car. Me not have no car for drive on the road. So you tell me about a road smooth and nice and you're fixing up the infrastructure and we're working with these Chinese construction company to make sure that this is done by this date and I got charge how much money for me to drive on that piece of highway to go from here to there. I think one of the highway somebody broke it down in math and they said if to go two ways, if I was to go from like Kingston to this point and then back, I will have spent, a person said 35 or 45 US dollars. That is the charge to go back and forth from their destination, something like that. And then if you look at minimum wage and somebody makes 89 US dollars per week, per 40-hour work week. So you drive Panda highway, the new highway twice. One time go here, go one time, come back home, and almost half of your salary gone. So it does, that stuff doesn't, nobody who regular know want to hear about them something there. Right? But again, the stock market is booming and it's a good look for Jamaica and this and that. Yeah, for who? For who? For Mr. Leach? For Andrew and his cronies? For all these high-level politicians who are well invested because they have multi-million-dollar salaries? Yeah, for them. But not for us. Mr. Bram says, road without water table, soon dig up. Water need drains to run. And remember this too, Mr. Bram. We are an island. We are completely surrounded by water. And sometimes the water, they come for the land. So, and we are known to get these downpours and tropical rains and whatnot. I see places in Jamaica where slide way. Big piece of mountainside just slide way and gone. And I hear the people in the background, them say, yo, over there, sir, Chinese, them a dig up to build a new road, you know. I watch how the place flood out. Like a rainfall and the place flood out. It's going to be interesting to see what the future holds for us. Right? Inga Baby 51, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Vicky says, I don't want to trade in the stock market. It goes up and down and then it crashes. Then poof goes my money. No, thank you. And that is the perception of most of we. Because we not have it to lose. Most of we who are make a little change and can actually put something in our savings, we barely doing that too. We not have nothing to lose. So when they're talking about stock markets going up and booming and investments and multi-million-dollar returns, they're not talking to us. We just think them a talk to we. Because them come tell we. Like say we involved. We're not involved. But yeah, we do want to stay positive as always though. Like, you know, we can't see the glass half empty all the time. That's a depressing way to live. And we have to keep hope alive that things are going to get better sometime moving towards the future. I hate for people to leave these podcast discussions and go away feeling hopeless. Like, damn, Jamaica is never going to get better. Nothing good now going to go on for the regular Jamaican citizen. I don't even have to say poor people. Because people's idea of poor people is somebody will live around a zinc fence part when they have one running toilet bathroom and them a eat out a garbage can or something. I don't know. And most of us aren't like that. So regular Jamaican citizens, we have to keep hope alive that things are going to get better for us one day, right? And with all we are going, Jamaica still nice. All when me did I cry, it's still nice. Well, all the crying sound good. Boy, if you think about that, what I just said, the whole of we traumatized and we just did there laugh and joke and bring each other through it. And, you know, then madness going over this one and we mourn about that and then we go right on about. Man, big up to my Jamaican people, man. And we ain't never hopeless. This case in particular where the gangster was killed, that case got put off until the 2024, January 16th, because they can't out of 15, out of how many? Ain't nobody showing up. Out of 500 selected jurors. Because you know, out of that pool, they have to pick the jurors, them, right? Right. 13 show up out of 500. 13. People afraid. People afraid. If Jamaica had a system where, yeah, I could depend on the law to do what the law is supposed to do, people wouldn't be afraid. But people are afraid because them know. So on reaching the vicinity of the Montego Bay Hotel, a man armed with a handgun who was traveling in another vehicle pulled up beside them. The story of how that happened, reports by the police are that about 5:10 p.m., Smith and two other men, they were traveling in a motor vehicle along the Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, high tourist area. On reaching the vicinity of the Montego Bay Club Hotel, a man who was armed with a handgun, who was traveling in another vehicle, pulled up beside them and opened fire. Smith and his two companions they stopped the vehicle on the side of the road, and all three of the men ran towards the hotel. They're trying to get away because this one mad shooter pull up on them and shoot. The gunman, however, pursued Smith, run him down, and caught him. And when he caught up with him, he shot him multiple times. The shooter then fled in the waiting vehicle, and Smith was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. That's the alleged reputed gang leader. And that's how his end came. But nobody wants to sit on this trial as a juror. Nobody. Well, yes, I say we have to stay funny to block out the negativity, laugh it off. Inga Baby says, I'm invested in the stock market. The best time to buy into it is when the market is down. Yeah. You know, hear what me I said though. It's good for you to be invested in it. But when we're telling people who are barely making ends meet to go invest in it, what they're supposed to invest? People who can find to invest in or people who have little something extra left over. Then you then you can go, all right, me have a little extra piece of money here left over. This is what I'm gonna do with it. I've been saving for a while. I have this. People band them belly, you know, man, and still can't find extra just to save, you know. So while you say that, you're privileged. You're privileged. So you have money now where you can go invest and play stock market. Ask the average Jamaican, they don't. One more story also. There's a Haitian lady who is in Jamaica. She's been charged with illegal entry and she is locked up and she keeps going to court. And every time the woman go court, they have no interpreter to interpret for her, so she go back into lockup. And they're waiting for somebody who speaks French who can interpret, or Creole who can interpret for her. And they can't find anybody. So the attorney is suggesting that the whole case be conducted using patois. Patois. The judge says no, we can't do that because everybody in the courtroom needs to understand what is being said. So we have to use the Queen's English. the attorney is saying, but she understands patois. Now I find it funny that she's Haitian, legally entered into Jamaica as a grown woman. She speaks Creole. She don't understand English, but she understands patois. Interesting. What do you think I go on this? Or what do you think is going on there? You see, patois can be very different, you know. I've heard Ghanaians. Is it Ghanaians? Yeah, Ghanaians are like, oh, Jamaicans have preserved our language is preserved in you Jamaicans. Because when we say certain things, them said that's just what we say. So I don't know if it's the same thing with the Haitian people them. Our mama just try not to go to court because she don't want to go back to Haiti. She have Jamaican connections. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kurt says, patois is not Creole. Patois is definitely not Creole. But patois is a mixture of different languages. And there are different levels of patois. Different levels of patois. Yeah. Uptown patois is where you go? Where you are go? Everybody knows that where you are go. Where are you going? Which is how Ghanaians sound. Where you are go? But down a country patois, when they say where party they go, where party they go, that sound different from where you are go. Right? So you have uptown patois, yeah, and you have downtown, not downtown, you have uptown patois, you have country patois. You have something in the middle there too, but you have country patois. I don't know, maybe she understand country patois, because country patois is a whole different language. Where in Bendigo? Bendigo. Jesus Christ. Tell me some more. What did I say? It's not what were you saying. What did I say? What did I say? That's a whole different language. What did I say? WAHDATYUHDIDDASEH. What did I say? Yeah. It's a whole different language. You know, some people try to style it up though because they try to stay close to their what you call them people I know? I don't want to use the wrong word on them, go cancel me. And I don't want to seem offensive, but then try to stay close to their colonial relatives. Yeah. So them try sweeten up patois and put more English in it than anything else. But patois don't come with no whole heap of English in it more than anything else, nothing. It's a delicate balance of English, Spanish, different African tongues, native. It's a mixture. French. Whoever was in Jamaica around us, even Asians like Indians and Chinese, Japanese, whoever was in Jamaica around from way back when, they contributed to the forming of that language. But it's mostly like African based kind of thing. What part you did that go? What part? You lose people from you say what part? So what am I talking about? What is he talking about? I love when I'm overseas and them say something in patois. You're Jamaican? Oh my God, you know, them get, oh my God, you really? No, like you're born there. Like when I travel for work, especially when I go to like the backwoods of Texas, which is nice, by the way, and not stereotypical like you might think, right? But when I travel to like the backwoods of Texas, it always happens. I hear an accent there. One lady said, "Are you a river rat?" She asked me if I'm a river rat. I was like, "What the river rat? What is that?" I think I disrespectful she try be. She said, "No, it's those people that live on the river down in the bayou, and they have that accent like Geechee people." Then things said me are those people. So I said, "No, I'm not those people. I'm actually from the Caribbean." "Oh, where?" I said, "Jamaica." Excitement. Oh my God, I love Jamaica. I just love Jamaica. I've been throughout the Caribbean, you know. I've been to this one and that one and this one and that one, but Jamaica, I had so much fun in Jamaica. Wait, let me tell you about anytime me hear them start talk about places like Manchester and these places, me know so them been into Jamaica. Some of them be like, "I was in Jamaica for a while, but we didn't stay for long. We were on a cruise and it was a stopover." And but can you say something in Jamaican for us? I said, "Nah, because if I do, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying." They're like, "I don't care. Just say it anyways. Just say it anyways. I just want to hear it." And I say the typical Wagwan. And the room erupts. Oh my God. It is. He is real Jamaican. He is real Jamaican. Wagwan, man. Me never say no man, you know. Me just say Wagwan. Right? But say something else. Say something else. What else you want me to say? You tell me what to say and I'll say it. And then we give one long sentence. Say, I'm going home to see my mom for the holidays. I may muster up the best Jamaican me can give them, you know. I go and go check for my mommy soon. Probably around holiday time. What? Say that again. Say it again. Wow. And they're so amazed when you say anything, you know, river rat. They call them river rats. Yeah. It was an older man who I walked into work one morning and he was there singing "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, hanging by his toe," right? And I was like, "What?" See me, I go in that therapy room. They said, let's use a fake name. "Steve is off his rockers today. You're in for a hell of a session. We got him up and ready. You could start off with him for therapy, and then we'll take over after." I said, "Okay." I could hear him singing before me even reaching that "eeny, meeny, miny, mo, hang a ninja by his toe." But you know he ain't not using the word ninja. Let me say, this me I go work with this morning. So I walk in, and he keeps singing it and repeating it. "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, hang a ninja by his toe." I said, "Mr. Steve, are you all right? Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Doing wonderful." Hanging by his toe. I said, "Do you hear what you're singing?" So then you have to just go into your therapeutic mode and you just have to try to redirect, reorientate, ask a different questions, see if he knows where he's at, and all these kind of things. If he's there cognitively okay, or if he's going. Funny thing is, though, that's one of the nicest persons when he is not like that. But him have a condition, an issue where everything from back in his day comes up in our mind, and he is no longer here with us. Him just check out, and him check out and start address everybody like that. And then after he gets his medication, him come back to normal. And then he's the nicest person in the world. But his medication used to make him shake like this. So, it was hard for him to like feed himself because he had intention tremors. So, intention tremors, a little education for the morning, because you might be taking care of an elder person, maybe a family member or something, or you might see this down the road. If you're helping them, so the food is right here, right? And if they go to take some of the food to feed themselves with it, you won't see any shaking. But as they get closer to the actual task, is when the shaking increases. So by the time them reach the plate to scoop up the food, then the shaking starts. Now, food up on the spoon, right? Now they have to bring it to their mouth. The shaking will increase because they're concentrating now on getting it to their mouth. Then it gets to the point where the food just all over the place and it never actually makes it to their mouth. And it's frustrating. Yo, we have something to look forward to in life as humans that I'm telling you right now, make no sense. You come here, come big up yourself and go on like you are tough nothing and this and that. Because all these things I speak about, one of them are going to reach you, right? And no shaking and the food gone all over the place like this. You could imagine you're hungry and you try to feed yourself. And every time you go when I explain this to my kids, they laugh. They laugh, but they're young. 8 years old, 9 years old, 14, 16. But a real something that we have to look forward to. Anyhow, I see Rash Jada in the building. Rash Jada, big up yourself. I appreciate you being here and thank you for being here. Rash Jada said that SouFlo, you should juke him pan him toe with an eagle. Be nice. Mervin the Point Jamaica Curse said you should talk exclusively about these things one morning. About occupational therapy stuff. Matter of fact, my computer right here is actually rested on 2 of my books, and up there says another one. I book them. So I try to stay abreast knowledge-wise so that when it's time to do hands-on treatment, this book is physical dysfunction practice skills. And the other one is occupational therapy with elders. I have another one that is lifespan, which covers the whole lifespan from birth till death, from pediatric till geriatric, whole lifespan and different stages of what you will go through and all that. This stuff makes you really understand life and really understand what is out there. So now when I see people, my mind always kick into OT. If I walk in the grocery store and I see somebody sliding out of their wheelchair, I'm like, damn, he need a lap belt. Or somebody needs to adjust the back part of his wheelchair. So, or maybe he needs a seat cushion. He needs some kind of seating. Some kind of seating needs to fix up. The end result of that is he's going to slide right out of that damn wheelchair. And if he can't walk or can't pick himself up, he's going to be on the floor. But you're right. I should do that one of these mornings, right? I used to try doing it before, but my own Jamaican people used to cuss me and talk about, we don't want to hear about you, my youth, and where you working at. And, I show off, and I show off all this. So I actually just took all of my OT stuff out. But I love this field. I love this field. And I encourage others to get into it too. If you're in school or going to, or you're thinking about what to, I've had nurses switch from nursing to OT. I've had some saying they wish they could switch, right? Because had they known, physical therapy switched to OT. OT is just one of those fields. And all you have to really do is be a caring person and then arm yourself with the knowledge and then get the hands-on experience, right? And this is the same stuff that I said one day in my future, Moan be able to do this in Jamaica, because this will be my way to give back. Formulating different treatment plans for people who might not be able to afford it. There are a limited amount of OT specialists on the island in Jamaica. I'm the kind of person I'll probably even barter. Like, you know, a poor family that has somebody who has some dysfunctions that you can probably work with, but them not really have no money to pay you, but they are farmers, and you can say, all right, here one. I like the food from the ground still. So my sister no have yam and some banana. Give me a hand of banana and give me some yam and some, you know, fix up something for me. And I'll come through and have a session with the youth probably once a week, twice a week. And then I can train his caretakers to and have them do what it is that I do. So I don't even have to come back there until like once a month or stay in touch with them and see how he's developing on these things. But that's for future talk, right? All right. With that said, though, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I didn't even see that we passed the hour of 9 o'clock. Big up on yourself. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's Friday. Go out there and spend this weekend with people who uplift your spirit, with people who have genuine love for you. Nobody surround yourself with no frenemy. Enough people dead because of frenemies. If you don't have these genuine people around you, it's okay to be alone. Bust a bottle of champagne or a bottle of wine. Stop and smell the roses. Lay down and read a book in the bathtub. Do something to re-energize yourself. All right. Always keep it positive though, and walk with God. One more. Remember, before your actions, that karma is very real and it never misses an address. So think before you do what you're going to do. All right. With that said, one love, people, and I'll see y'all later. All right. Stay tuned. Don't know. Might be going live this weekend. I'll catch y'all then. I'm out. Peace.